This is it. Muszę trochę krzyczeć, bo nie słyszę sam siebie. Tak będzie lepiej. Okej. Zobaczmy, jak wygląda Shadowrun. Okej, zaczynamy od normalnej kampanii. Apparently, let's do this. Normal is okay. Chociaż znając, jakby mając zamysł na to, jaką postać chcę stworzyć, prawdopodobnie lepszy byłby easy albo super easy. Zacznijmy od tego, że będę mężczyzną. Będę orkiem. Będę adeptem. Yeah, to jest to, czego potrzebuję. Okej. Okej, czyli jakby willpower jest ważny tutaj dla adeptów. Ale wiecie, co jest ważniejsze dla adeptów? Siła! Siła jest ważna dla adeptów. Siła jest fucking kluczowa dla adeptów. Co jest z budowy? Cyberware Affinity. Nie interesuje mnie to. Quickness jest zbędny. Key casting, nie, spirit control do dupy. Spell casting. Siła, tak jest, siła, siła. Budowa mi nie jest potrzebna, mogę zwiększyć trochę dodge w sumie. Mam zamiar być trochę, że tak powiem, close and personal z tymi wszystkimi ludźmi, więc... Z drugiej strony keycasting. Okej, to jest super build, ja myślę, że on działa doskonale. First name, Mieszko. Last name nieistotne. Jednak last name jest istotny. Okej. To będzie wielki spoiler dla moich graczy z Shadowruna. Ale zdaje się, że nie mam wyboru. Let's do this!
Hi. It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Okej, soundtrack jest póki co całkiem niezły. Fine, Jesus. Raymond Black. The old man gave you a home once. Took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the barrens. Sheltered, educated, slapped sense into you both. Until almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off, left it all behind, landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years, 8 lat, mój Boże, since you've heard Raymond's voice. Until out of the blue you got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away. And wired to your account enough nuyen to pay for the flight and then some. The descent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a rugged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Czech lab coke tarmac. An hour and an interminable number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a waiter taxi to Victoria Harbour. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Suborbitalny transport, by the way, jest chyba najdroższym typem transportu w Shadowrunie. You step from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, your stomach lurking at the transition. As soon as you are clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft behind into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag when you stepped on a board filled with gear, some stiff new body armor and a note. Better safe than sorry, D. Doceniam. Above smoke-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas. Diesel, sea salt, street food and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures, stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean, with in-your-face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Well, don't you look like shit. Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. Wow, mamy rodzinę składającą się z orka i trolla. Awesome. You haven't seen the man in 8 years, still as charming as ever. He grins. Green is not really your color, Victor. Doesn't go with that nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach, a liquid bubbling sensation. Mam zamiar jakby totalnie być twardym. Don't know what you're talking about. Must be the harbor lights messing with you. Must be. Guess you've still got some of your old fortitude at least. He laughs. Considering how much synthahol we used to put down, I'd be surprised if you couldn't handle a little chap. Anyway, we gotta find Raymond. Where's the old man? Never showed up. He still got that same baritone rasp had it since he was 12. Wu developed early. Czytanie jest trudne. No clue where he may be? No. Wu rubs his head. But I checked in with the local PD and more. If he's dead, his body hasn't turned up yet. That's a good sign, I guess. You worried? Yeah, I'm worried. Wu rubs his head. He's an old man and he's out there alone somewhere. 65 isn't that old, Duncan. Słyszycie? 65 isn't that old, motherfuckers! I mój wiek też nie jest that old. Of course not, but the orc bows his head. His voice sounds far away. It's not the same, Victor. Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. How so? He's been restless, staying in his study inside his own head a lot, and he barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. He looks up at you and shrugs. And I didn't have a brother to turn to. Hell, wasn't too sure you were even alive still, until Raymond managed to track down your number. The woman standing beside him breaks in. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Ma portret przerażonej kobiety, naprawdę. Mam nadzieję, że w 2070 którymś nie są modne tego typu fryzury. Copy that, Surge. They are wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu go on private police. Seriously? Są z policji? You his partner? Unfortunately, yes. Although partner not the right word for it exactly. I like superior officer better, she grins. I let him carry my coffee for me, write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. The woman taps her chest with an armored finger. Carter. I figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what Ray gotten himself into, and I wasn't sure you were gonna show up. It's a tossed-off remark, but there's an undercurrent of resentment in it. Oh, you bastard. You got something you wanna say? Nope. He shakes his head. Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Victor. Seriously. But I'm gonna need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you. Know what I mean? Memories of sleepless nights in lock-up flashback. Wondering if you ever see Duncan of Raymond again. Wondering if you ever wanted to. And then stepping out into the daylight, suddenly freed, followed of some obscure corporate restructuring, a few hundred Nurian worth of apology from your former jailers, and a decision to start a new life, to leave the past behind, all of it, until now. Yeah, we'll talk about it later, okay? Wu stares at you, his goggles reflecting the harbor lights. Yeah, okay. He scans the water frowning. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of the spear. The sooner we find him, the sooner you all can have a big, happy family reunion over dinner, Carter wins. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Zapomniałem mitygować jej głos. Well, damn right. Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises, serpent-like from the sea. Government and megacorp coiled together, writhing in their basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and its tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Hej! Hej, to ja! To ja! To ja! I mamy 0 karmy. 1200 nujenów though. That's good, I guess. Mamy maczetę. Holy fuck, Duncan. What the fuck, Duncan? I nasz cyberware jest totalnie legitny. No dobra. Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interest. Well, this is awkward. Tak czy inaczej pada. Zawsze pada w Shadowrunie. To jest zamknięte. Więc ja po prostu pójdę do przodu. Mam nadzieję, że ktoś mnie zaraz napadnie i będę mógł pokazać, jak kopię tyłki. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but doesn't budge. Huh, well, that was open earlier, Duncan throws. Looks pretty solid. Guess we'll have to find another way to reach the plaza. Guess so. Strange that there is no one here though, isn't it? Carter shrugs. Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Nie jestem pewien, czy to jest taki Warhammer. I mean, mamy tutaj... Nie, to jest Warhammer, okej. Come on, rookie, we can cut through the construction site. I hate it when you call me that. Oh yeah! Construction site. Co może pójść nie tak? The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws a backward glance. Looks like there's another way of the docks on the other side of this gate. I think that I can bypass that lock. Powiem wam coś? Na pewno ja nie jestem w stanie zbypassować tego locka z inteligencją. Chyba mam 2. Stand aside and let her work. Got it. Let's go. Ale to było proste. To jest leyline. To jest totalnie leyline. A to jest walka. Krzyczą po kantońsku! The group on the dock was fishing a package out of a speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay, and the speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling, in Cantonese by the way. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lesson that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native language at home. Wu speaks with authority. His Cantonese is as solid as ever. He never let it drop. You guys doing some late night fishing? The smuggler smiles. Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. Wu points out their weapons. You're gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna catch with that is trouble. Hey, that's pretty edgy. Kusi mnie, żeby wybrać pierwszą opcję, ale ja przecież kocham panę. Nie, jednak muszę to. He turns to you with a smile starting on his face, then he thinks better of it. He turns back to the smugglers. Wu flashes his badge. Lone Star, put the guns down! The smuggler squints at Wu's badge, then smiles at his friends. Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. He grasps his rifle. Either way, this ends the same. I think he's done talking. To jest totalnie leyline, tylko on mi zupełnie, całkowicie, totalnie, absolutnie nic nie daje, a przynajmniej nie wiem, co mi daje. Ale i tak to pobiegnę. Duncan! No dobra, Duncan, pokaż, na co cię stać. Okej, czyli mamy Enforcera, Gunmana, Mage'a i coś. Caga, okej. Okej, dzieci. Pierwsza zasada Shadowruna. Zawsze zaczynasz od strzelania do magów. Mana Ball! Ho, ho, ho. Strip Armor. Heal Wound. Armor. Dobra, pierwsze, czy najpierw? Po pierwsze osłona, po drugie... To mi się przyda. Biegnę! Otóż tak kończy się podbiegnięcie z kijem baseballowym do kogoś, kto jest wyposażony w karabin maszynowy. Nie macie szans, to jest naprawdę duże pudełko. Podbiegł do mnie! Howdy! To rozwiązuje problem maga. Well, fuck you! Mieszko doesn't care. Do you think those guys were triad? Not sure, I don't recognize their tattoos. Nah. Okej, zobaczymy jak daleko uda mi się zajść grając adeptem, który bije się maczetą. Jest szansa, że umrę w przeciągu nie tak daleko stąd. Taco. An illegal street drug made from the leaked kamikaze formula. Adds one body, one strength and one willpower for 5 rounds. O mój Boże, jest. Another gate panel. This one been vandalized and boosted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Who stares at the fence, considering loops and whorls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight? Looked etched with monofilament. The corporations here don't screw around. Why don't we just cut ourselves an opening? She shakes her head. Even if you could, it would snap back on you. Ever seen a high-tension wire whip through a human body? You don't want to. Duncan nods his agreement. We aren't touching it. How about it, Carter? Think you can get the gate open? She winks at him. What do you think? She eyeballs the job. I'll take me a few minutes, though. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts peeling wires and yanking fuses. A look of intense concentration on her face. I thought she was a mage. In Cantonese, Victor. He sounds like Raymond when he does that. I thought she was a mage. She is. Carter likes to know how things work. She used to be on the bomb squad. We speak only Cantonese from now on, just like we did when we lived at Raymond's. Those endless drills are about to pay off. It's coming back, it won't be a problem. He nods once satisfied and turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can handle yourself in a fight. So you're a lone star now, huh? That's right. Aren't you wondering what I've been up to for the last 8 years? Nope. Jesteś moim bratem niby, come on! The silence between you gets louder, heavier. Then it's broken by a sudden wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter grinding back at you. Got it. I jesteśmy na bazarze! Nie, tak, może? The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting as rogue voices drift in on the wind. Where is everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen them yet? We just got here. Long way probably waiting for us. So we can haul it out of the boat for him. That lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here. Let him find us. Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangers don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now while we've got the element of surprise on our side. Oh yeah. Yeah, we doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Po pierwsze, armor dla mnie, proszę. Dobrze. Pamiętacie o tym, jak mówiłem, że prawdopodobnie ta postać nie przeżyje za długo? Drrrr! Wyeliminujmy chociaż tego jednego. Poparzył mnie! Tu też mnie kind of poparzył w pewnym sensie. A tutaj ja poparzyłem go. Hello! Oh, that was awful. Nie uciekniesz! To się przyda. Patrząc na mój styl gry, to się na pewno przyda. No i dostałem karmę i gra się zapisała. Mogę iść tam lub... Lód! $59 nujenów. Win-win situation. Więcej smugglerów i troll. Name some. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf. 2 men, 2 women. They are different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they have made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We are strapped, mind your manners. Zabiję ich wszystkich. Who stand up tall? Take that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe to toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick... Oh mój Boże, jaki on jest brzydki. The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, I guess not. Must drop mine in the dumpster, along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then, you can almost feel Wu's scope training kicks in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. Alright everyone, just be cool. The thick troll's voice is casual, amused. He shakes his gun in Wu's face. Little late for that, isn't it? Nah, it's never too late to be cool. The troll winks at you and gives his attention to Wu. Maybe we got off the wrong foot just now. Something we can do for you, officer? His mouth breaks into patronizing grin. Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone stays cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? The troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Whose voice gets an edge. You can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too. Keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. The troll maintains amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained on Wu. That's right! Easy, Duncan! Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. Who are you? He is Duncan. No one you wanna mess with. The orc girl chimes in. Her tone is light. She's trying to defuse the situation. We do our jobs for money! Keep talking. The troll, yellow-brown tusk, shifts into a smile again. He needed friends. The heavily armed kind. The old man hired us to take you all on a little excursion. Wu brows furrows. Hired you? He takes a moment, looks them over. They're an odd assortment. A cybered up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyberdeck slung on her back, and a tall man standing behind them, inscrutable. All with guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face, his jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. The troll nods. Mm-hmm. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullshit! Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They are criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. The dwarf cut in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal, mercenary operatives. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while straining down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man was as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it up, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and then tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan and their guns are big. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong bed of sweat and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level, moderate. She's done this before. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning. His focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. What were you hired to do? You can tell the orc girls had enough of the tension. She blurts it out. The old man wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. She waves hand at the three of you. You too. Two large rats clanging to her hip and shoulder poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. You know the Walled City? Isn't this Kowloon City? The girl sighs, rolls her eyes. Yeah, this is Kowloon, but Kowloon Walled City is different. It's a shithole, the worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Read clips and news stories can't do justice. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. We get it. It's it's a real bad place. Now why would a little old man pay you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say, he mumbled a lot too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The walled city, the last place I wanna go, but the old man rolled up a truckload of nuyen, and I gotta eat, right? War risks a glance at you. His weapons remain trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Why would Raymond want to enter the walled city? It doesn't make any sense. Didn't make much sense to us either. But like I said, nuyen is nuyen. The troll shrugs. Okay, gang, I tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapons. We are all gonna put our guns down? Well, that's awkward. Z czym walczę? Z czym walczę? Carter umarło. Umarł troll i w sumie dużo rzeczy umarło, więc ja się schowam tu. The sound of high caliber rifle shots hangs in the air and the red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in whining pools of blood. Their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. The orc girl screams from cover. Niger! Niger, come on, big man, talk to me, got shot! No, no! She turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. Oh shit, this isn't good! A voice blares out from loudspeaker. This is the police. Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head and come out where we can see you. Duncan Wu. Wiktor Nowak. Powinien był się nazwać Mieszko. Wiecie, jakby totalnie powinien był się nazwać Mieszko. Nieważne. Come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it! I'm law enforcement! Lone Star! Lone Star! He's driven deep into cover by hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him, her voice is flat. Save your breath, they won't listen. Use your eyes, these bastards aren't here to make arrests. A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her in an explosion of plaster. We need to get... Najpierw kliknąłem, później przeczytałem, nieważne. Everyone piped out, just give me a minute. The rat girl stares at the ground intently, as if listening. Then her brows furrows, her eyes go beady and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out of her trace. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone come with me. Everyone? We don't need to rent a cops, Gobbet. We're the only ones. The little orc wicks her head towards her friend. They are extra firepower is. I got us an exit, but we've got to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. She turns to you, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. Pinpricks of intensity. Nie znam tego słowa. Jest bardzo ładne. Just stick to the cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. Okej, nie mam pojęcia, z której strony strzelają, to jest trochę problemem. A, stamtąd, okej. Damn it! Okej, tu wejdę w leyline, to jest zawsze dobre. Ale... nie, wejdę w ten leyline, okej. A ty jesteś... Shotgun... Mini Grenade Launcher, hello! Oh, this is gonna be fun! Więc granaty istnieją. Okej, haste na mnie. Wyjdę z covera, jeżeli to zrobię, nie? Dobrze. Ale on... nie. Okej. Czasem trzeba. I to nie zjadło mi całych punktów akcji, więc zdążę się jeszcze schować tu. Okej. Dobra, ta osoba została poćwiartowana i ja mam jeszcze Nie jest to do końca to, co miałem na myśli, ale wyłączyłem drony, a to jest zawsze dobre. Chyba muszę zaryzykować schowanie się za śmietnikiem. Co się może stać? Przynajmniej te drony nie działają. O mój Boże, jak dobrze. Jest mi jest! Jest mi jest! Czyli to się nie liczy za wound. Epickie pudło. Cholera, tam nie dorzucę. Więc... do boju! Póki co Duncan i Krasnolud ma pełne życie. Which is good. That's good. Zabezpieczmy po pierwsze nasze plecy przed tamtym gościem. być może przebieg obok. O mój Boże, to szaman. Mist. Przynajmniej chociaż tyle. Co chciałem zrobić z tobą? Za motocykl. Ten gość nie trafił, ten gość niestety trafił. Ale to mi daje +1 siły. Leroy Jenkins. -1 osoba. Nie chcę strzelać wyrzutnią granatów tym razem. Wyobraźcie sobie. Podło. On jest fucking nieśmiertelny. Umarł! Jak zaraz ja zresztą umrę. Więcej apteczek. Spadamy stąd. Holy shit! Zostałem zesnajpowany za pomocą shotguna. Okej, ja zmieniam zdanie, tym gościem trzeba się zająć. To trzeba się zająć ASAP. O, jest ich więcej. I są też z przodu. I'm okay. I'm okay. I am totally okay. Bliżej, zabawmy się. Zabijmy paru gości. Nie mam amunicji. Okej. Oczywiście, że nie jestem zoptymalizowany. Jestem... Nie ma mnie. See ya. Trzymajcie się. Miłego dnia. Warto było spróbować. Easy. Wcale nie zużyłem 2 traumakitów i 4 apteczek. Ta kampania nie będzie długa, guys. The rat shaman guides you from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, and empty buildings. Stumbling through refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbor. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Gobbet stops, sniffs, and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rats squeak softly in the folds of her clothing. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer you can see they are nearly the same age, no more than 20, 21 tops. Need a rest? The two women exchange a glance. No, we good. Gobbet looked back the way you came. I think we've shaken them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we're clear. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves. This is bullshit. I'm done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done running from cops. He pokes a thumb at his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For fuck's sake, I am a cop! We noticed. There's a Lone Star Sergeant dead back there. Damn it, she was... Wu starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice soothing and hoarse. I know what the hell is going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm gonna get some of my own people down here. Then we are gonna find Raymond and figure out what the hell is going on. The little orc shrugs. Whatever you say, big guy. You have fun with that. She looks over at her friend. They both nod. Iz and I are out here. Best of luck finding your friend. Best of luck? That's it? Her brow furrows. That's right. What did you expect? We form some sort of pose like in your old cowboy vids? Ride out to find the killers and see justice done? We got you to safety and now we are done with this shit. We don't intend to die for you. Wu isn't listening. You can see on his face that he's already written the orc girl off. He pulls his security-grade PDA from its holster on his left leg, raises it, and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops, confused, and then taps it again harder. The red flashing image on the PDA reflects in his glue. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. He looks up at you. My law enforcement status has been revoked. He goes back to the screen. I don't believe it. This is saying there's an APB out on us, Victor. You and me both. Every cop in Hong Kong will be after us now. Wu grits his teeth. You're damn right they will be. Wu glares at the wall, a storm raging across his face. Fucking hell! His hands clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. He leans forwards as it punches the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly. A pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly, he turns and slings his PDA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. The arc motion, okay, to herself. Eyebrows raised. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isobel, let's... She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise as her friend Bud comes crashing down on PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks down at her work unsatisfied and brings her butt down again and again and again until there's nothing left but a snarl of a plastic housing, broken glass and circuit board. She looks up at Wu, her chest heaving, and points at the pile of scrap she created. Police issued. They can trace you through that. She turns to you, hand out. Yours too, it's on the network. We 30-hour-old. You crush the PDA shards under your foot while Isobel looks on blankly. Good. She looks over at Gobbled, sighs, then reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners. I suppose the least we could do after your help back there. Thanks. You people always keep a supply of burners in your pocket. Runners need to be prepared for contingencies. Isn't that right, Isobel isn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression. Gobbet, we gotta go, right now! Isobel's voice is monotone but empathic. She holds up her PDA to show her friend. They are after us too. Her screen displays a local newscast. Your own face stares back at you from the upper left corner of the screen. And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Henan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Victor Novak, along with their Hong Kong-based compliances, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Low-res photographs of Gobbet and Isobel pops up on screen, replacing Duncan Wu. The color drains out of Gobbet's face. Oh shit! Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell known as the White Star maintains ties to the state of Henan and is purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. Swoją drogą, czy to się powinno czytać, czy UCAS jest acceptable, jakby jest akceptowalnym sposobem wymowy tej nazwy, czy to jest bardziej UCAS? To jest totalnie UCAS, prawda? Nie, to musi być UCAS. Alright, moving on. Behind the newscaster, a video window displays the location of your firefight in Victoria's Harbour. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Crate. She is surrounded by a swarm of new reporters, but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Great sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cap. We have already issued an all-points bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap in the 8KPF flash code at the bottom of the screen If you are on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. The Decker switches off the newscast and slips her PDA back onto her belt. For a moment there is no sound, but the roar of sewer water rushing through the pipes. Posłuchajmy. Gobbet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. Her rats scurry for a new position. I thought we were fucked before. Wu's voice is eerily calm. But now, we are well and truly fucked. Doesn't look good, does it? He smokes time. Not at all. He begins stacking back and forth, a panther in a cage. They have labeled us terrorists and there is an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with that whatever city-state. They are gonna hunt us down, it's open season. Isobel nudges the remains of Wu's PDA with her booted toe. And the two of us will be hunted down right alongside you. Gobbet wide eyes the exits, tight as spring. You can hear a shallow panting as she leans toward one, then the other. We gotta go deep. Hit the main light for a while until we can figure this out, find a hole to crawl into. Gobbet looks at Isobel, whispers her mouth and points at you and Duncan. Wipes her mouth and points at you and Duncan. We've gotta get them off the grid too! Way off! The dwarf looks up at Duncan, her large eyes narrow. Hey, Lone Star. You've got a security license, right? That means that you have got a sin too. Wu's brow furrows. Of course I have a sin. I wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes go sinless. She runs her hand along her cyberdeck, thinking. That means that you can be traced, both of you. You get spotted by a drone or a security camera, get ID'd by a rational scanner, or try to use your cred stick or passport and the HKPF will know just where to find you. Wu crosses his arm across his chest. I know how a system identification number works, runner. I can't believe this. I can't believe that I don't have Shadowrunner etiquette. Tell me about it. Do you have any idea how hard it was to get Lone Star accredited with my background? Gobbet pulls at her dreadlocks. We are just as screwed as you are. Me and this, we're listed as your accompliances. And we can't afford for you to get caught. You lead them to us, one way or another. DNA samples, things we've told you. Astral residue, I don't know, cop stuff. Little Decker looks from you to Wu, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned, delete you from the record books, all of them. All of them? Whoa, wait a minute! You want us to just erase our identities? Wu wraps his hand across his skull. Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work? If we burn our sins, go off the grid like that, won't they just redouble the effort they find us? Condescension seeps its way into Isobel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren, or with the siren conspicuously absent? Deleting our identities across the entire matrix sounds hard. The little Decker knows knowingly. It's very difficult. I can't do it. Some people can. Organizations, expert systems. Gobbet's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has the kind of pull it takes to burn a sin and hide us from the cops. Kindly Chang. Let me guess. This kindly Chang is some sort of underworld hardass. Like a walnut. She's what's known as a straw sandal, kind of middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. They are triad. Kindly Chang controls all the illegal activity in our neighborhood. Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Middle manager. Is the Yellow Lotus a syndicate or a retail outlet? Goblet leans in, serious as death. Do not get the wrong impression. Kindly Chang is no bureaucrat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources, she is smart, and she is not to be underestimated. Isobel's voice is hollow and flat. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Chang is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Her eyes get big, round. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Niger's job. Niger's job? You mean work with her? What did we just tell you? She got finger in everything, including brokering Shadowruns for the corpse. Kindly Chang is our fixer. Gobbet tries to make her voice light, confident. Just stay on her good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now, let's get this done before one of you trips the EPB and brings us all hell down upon us. Well, let's go to Kindly Chang. Ale w sumie mam jeden karmę. Nie, etykiety są tutaj. Nie, mam zdecydowanie za mało karmy póki co. Ale na pewno mogę na razie zapisać. I skończyć to innym razem. Do usłyszenia.